Hi, in this tutorial you will learn how to create a Power Apps component to improve reusability in your application development process. Okay, so what is a component? A component is a building block in Power Apps. It is a feature that Power Apps has that allows you to create a piece of the application and then you reuse that piece again and again and again as many times as you want. And this improves reusability and speeds up the development process so that you don't need to recreate it again every time. An example of a component that you could create in Power Apps is the header of the application. You could create a header with the application title, and then you reuse that header in every screen so that you don't need to recreate that header on each of the screens. Same thing, you could also create a footer as a component, and then you add that footer in every screen so that you don't need to recreate that footer again and again on each screen. You could also create a menu on the left side, for example, that you create as a component, and then you reuse that menu on every screen. Again, you don't need to recreate that menu on every screen. You create it once as a component, and then you reuse it as many times as you need. So these are a few examples of components that you could create with Power Apps. So let's create a menu. But before, let's create the screens. We have screen 1. Let's create new screen, blank. Screen 2, new screen, blank. Screen 3. Just to be able to identify them, I'm going to add a text label here. It's going to be screen 1. On screen 2, we also add a label here, screen 2. And on screen 3, we also add a label here and call it screen 3. Okay, good. Now we have 3 screens. Okay, now let's create our component. To do that, go to Components, click New Component, and here we're going to develop our component. And our component is going to be a menu to be added to the left side of each of the screens. Let's click Insert, Button. Let's place the button here, and I'm going to click Copy, and then Paste to have a second button, and then paste again, so that we have 3 buttons. Now we can resize the component. Currently, it is a component that has all of this space. We can reduce that. Let's make it 160, okay, by 120. Okay, good. One cool feature of components is that it allows you to add some customizations to it for each of the screen that's going to be using the component. And that is done through the use of properties. So you can create specific properties for your component, and then on each screen, you configure those properties as you wish for that specific screen. So let's create a few properties for this component. We're going to create 2 properties for each button. A property that will allow changing the name of the button, and a property that will allow selecting the screen to which the button will redirect the user when the button is clicked. So let's do that. Click New Custom Property. Then we're going to call it Button 1 Text. Click Create. New Custom Property, Button 2 Text. Create. New Custom Property, Button 3 Text. Okay, so we have the 3 properties. But now we need to associate these properties to the button text. And to do that, you click here on the button, then go to the text property, and then we're going to say that the text for that button is going to be component 1, which is the name of this component, dot button 1 text, which is the property of this component. Okay, good. Let's do the same thing for the other buttons. Let's select the text property, and it's going to be component 1 dot button 2 text, and then for the third button, same thing. We're going to say that the text property is component 1 dot button 3 text. Okay, good. Now, wherever the user passes to the property button 3 text in the screen is going to be displayed here as the text of this button. Okay, now the next property that we're going to create for the buttons is a property for the developer of the screen to indicate to each screen each button should send the user. So we're going to add a new property here, and we're going to call it button 1 navigate. Create. Then we're going to add another one, button 2 navigate, and another one, button 3 navigate. Okay, the properties are here. Now we need to use the content of these properties to send the user to the correct place. So to do that, let's click here on the button, then go to the onSelect property of the button. Then we replace the content of that property to navigate. And then the target is going to be component 1 dot button 1 navigate, which is that property. Here it is highlighting with an error, and the reason is that it should be a control or a screen, if you see here on the message. Okay, so let's change the type from text to screen. Save. Okay. Let's change all of them to be screens. Okay, screen. Okay. All right. Now the error is gone. When the user clicks the button, it will navigate to the screen that is informed in the button 1 navigate property of the component. Let's do the same thing with the other buttons. So for this other button, let's go to the onSelect property as well. We're going to say navigate component 1 dot button 2 navigate. Okay, good. And then on the last button, same thing. Let's select the onSelect property, change it to navigate component 1 dot button 3 navigate. Okay, here our component is ready. Let's click save. Okay, now let's go back to the screens and use our component. Let's go to screen 1. Now click the plus sign, go to custom, and the component is going to be here. So you add the component to the screen. And here the component is imported very easily. And this is the point. You don't need to recreate that menu here on screen 1. You created it once there, and then you just import to your screen to use it. And here are the custom properties. You just need to fill those. So button 1 text is going to be screen 1. And see here, it already updated. Button 2 text is going to be screen 2. And button 3 text is going to be screen 3. And then the navigate property is going to be, in this case, screen 1. And then the second button, the navigate property, should direct the user to screen 2. And the third button should direct the user to screen 3. Okay, let's click save and preview our app. So we are here on screen 1. Now let's click screen 2. See, it moved the user to screen 2. But screen 2 doesn't have the buttons here on the left side. So let's fix that. Go to custom component and see that the component was added here. And then we would just need to fill all of the properties here for the component for the specific screen that we just added. Meaning we could make the text different and we could make it navigate to a different place. But in this case, we want to have a menu that is exactly the same of the menu on screen 1. A even faster way to create this menu here is to just, let's delete this one first, then go to screen 1, just click on the component on screen 1, click copy, go to screen 2, click paste, and the component is pasted here already with all of the properties filled. Let's do the same thing on screen 3. Paste, and it's here. Now let's save and preview our app. It's on screen 3. Let's click screen 2, move to screen 2. Click screen 1, move to screen 1. And now we have our menu here that was created very fast using the components feature of Power Apps. And you can even create logic in your components and make it very rich components with a lot of features and functionalities that you need to reuse on several different places of your application. If you liked this video, please click like. And if you want to learn more about Power Apps, click subscribe.